Hey there travelers, Enra Silver here, and welcome to episode 39 of GlitchSlapped by Enra. And just like the thumbnail says, we've got new build pieces. I released a short a couple months ago about these pieces appearing in the menu, and then recently Beeblebum released a video about the cachepin glitch. I hadn't thought about using the cachepin glitch to get these into play though until a player named Gary420 mentioned it in one of my live streams. And I didn't get it at the time, but after thinking about it later, I went back and tried this and had a lot of fun playing around with these new pieces. So let's check them out. First off, let's start with the shutter door, which is in core structures on the first page. Let's start by going over how to do the cachepin glitch. Go to your menu, go to the catalog and guide, and in your catalog, find the piece you want to place. Press X on PlayStation to pin that recipe to your secondary objectives. Once you've done that, exit the menu, go into Build menu, press square to drop into Edit Parts menu, go into Build Camera, then square to drop out of Edit Parts menu, and that piece should now be your active piece, red stated in front of you. Press triangle and square to store it in your cache, copy a wall, green state the wall wherever you want the shutter door to be, and press triangle and R2 to place the shutter door. That is how you do a cachepin glitch. Now as you can see, the shutter door doesn't have a connection point, but it does open automatically when you get close to it. So it's basically just a power door with a built-in proxy switch. Now you'll notice here that unfortunately no cuboid will snap to that shutter door. I was hoping they would since it's the right size, but none of them do. However, it does fit nicely inside of a basic arch. Now I'm going to go through and place all the pieces that are in the catalog but not in the game so you can see how they come in, and then after that we'll have a little chat about ways you might be able to utilize them. Next up is the large wall, and as it comes in you'll be able to see it's on the same sizing grid as the cuboids. But once again, cuboids will not snap to it. Next up is the curved wall. Next up we have the piece oh so creatively named simply wall. Next up we have the linking post, which glitches in much like a wall cap. Next up is the curved pipe, which used to be in-game, but was pulled out with Frontiers when they changed the way pipes behave. Now pipes change their orientation and shape depending on what you snap to them. However, the problem with that is you cannot end a run of pipes on a curve anymore. With this, we would be able to once again. However, regular pipes do not snap to this curved pipe currently, but you can adjacency to a curved pipe from a regular pipe snap to the top of another pipe, and the curve comes in appropriately. Finally, we've got the piece called roof platform. Now this glitches in like a floor, and you'll notice as it comes in, it has 4 ladder snap points around it. Now, infrastructure ladders will snap to these 4 points. You can also get regular ladders in by using UAG from the infrastructure ladder. However, the infrastructure ladders cannot be flipped, so the regular ladders will only be able to come in 2 of the 4 spots. The other 2 spots, it will be facing the wrong way. However, even facing the wrong way, they can still be used at. Now these ladder snap points are slightly glitched because as you see the ladders are snapped in going upwards, but when you get on the ladder you can only climb down. If you try to climb up at all, you immediately dismount. No matter how far down you've climbed, any upward movement will cause an automatic dismount. You can also dismount by firing your jump jets, but either way, you can use this to get into the void and look around. However, once you leave the ladder, the game will pop you directly back up to the surface. Now let's look at some uses we can put these items to. The first thing I found is that the shutter doors actually fit corridors quite nicely, and since they have the built-in proxy switch, as you approach them they will open. Now you have to just walk. If you run, they won't open in time, but you can just walk down the hallway having the doors open right in front of you. Next we have the linking post, and notice it's slightly taller than a regular short wall, so what you can do with that is it makes a nice stand to place a triple hanging light in by using universal adjacency from a wall cap. Now when I use the wall cap to do this, I noticed that the wall caps actually snap to all 4 of the other pieces. I also found that if you made a 4-sided light box and glitched the curved walls onto each one of the 4 connectors, they made a nice little design with a hole in the middle, big enough for you to walk through, and if you put a shutter door behind that, it gives you a nice little visual. Now the wall pieces are slightly taller than short walls, but you can still use short walls to universal adjacency in a nice stack of them. And remember, wall caps snap to them. So once you get in a stack of the walls, you could snap wall caps up the side, and then off those wall caps you can snap other basic wall pieces and mix them in together. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of GlitchSlapped by Enra. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully you learned something. If you did, do the YouTube things. This has been Enra Silver, and until next time, may you bathe in the Glitch God's munificence.